G'day guys, Scott from Fat B Trader here. Just wanted to bring your attention to a couple of trade ideas we have in mind and a couple of bit of a recap of the week so far. So first of all, let's cover the trade ideas. So currently we have an idea on the euro dollar US dollar. Now we're still short this particular currency pair. There is still a pretty reasonable trade. We're actually targeting 12400 on this particular pair. There is actually a pretty good opportunity still if it breaks below 124.40 to actually head on down to 124.00. So this is the sort of key level here. And as far as stops, look, you're going to have to. It's not a real great place because again, it's a one-to-one trade. You're going to have stops up here. However, fundamentally, I think that's probably not actually too much of an issue. You could probably have stops a lot higher because realistically, the US. We know the ECB is in a bit of trouble, and the euro is heading down against the strengthening US dollar. So from our perspective at least, and certainly my perspective, what we've been trading on this week is euro US dollar weakness and obviously US dollar strength. So that's the first idea. It hasn't quite come off. Look, we did the first trade we took this week was against this key level up here. We got down to here, and then we basically got stopped out when it came up again. We took another short when it failed to actually continue higher, and we've been in ever since. And look, we could have taken that off, here for a couple of grand profit, 3 or 4 grand, whatever. We could have probably taken it off here as well. But at the end of the day, I'm just letting this one go until it hits its profit target. So that's the euro dollar, US dollar. Oh boy, tongue tied. Aussie dollar, US dollar. Look, on this one, guys, we already took a short-term trade this week. We took 51 points out of that down to this sort of key level here, the 8700 level, which was nice. At the moment, I'm sort of waiting to see if we can get back up to around the 87 sort of level, an 87.50 level. If we can get up there, I'm going to look at shorting it again. Obviously, long term, I sort of think fundamentally it's a bit of an interesting situation with this pair. Obviously, the Aussie dollar, technically, could be stronger than the US dollar due to obviously rising interest rates. Certainly a lot sooner than the American Federal Reserve will be looking to do anything. The Aussie Reserve will be definitely looking to raise rates much sooner than that, and they'll probably raise aggressively when they start. So technically this should be a long-term buy, but I feel that with so much US dollar strength at the moment, we're a little crazy to be thinking that far out. So I'm still got a short bias on this. It goes against the other the other ideas I've got, but at the end of the day, I think we'll see much lower levels. We could even see down at the 70s potentially. From a fundamental point of view, it certainly would make sense on the back of a strengthening US dollar. So at the moment, I'm looking for shorts from 87.50, just targeting down to the 86 level. If we get that, we'll have another look at that. The final idea that we have tonight is on the US dollar Japanese yen. Now I've already taken a couple of really good trades from key levels this week. Look, I missed this retrace and bounce. I was obviously off doing other things, so it's unfortunate, but we may see a retracement back to this level, this 115.65 to the 115.55 level, which is the daily pivot as well. It has taken off on a bit of a rocket, and it's probably where we were looking to take profit at the 116.40 level. However, that being said, we may see that pull back to this zone, and if we actually do, I'll just put our target level there, which it's already got to. If we actually get back down to this zone again, which I think we will, because again it's a mispivot, it hasn't hit, even though it's been on a tear, chances are it will retrace sometime in the next week. If it gets down this level, we'll be buyers again and be looking to ride further up. The talk of the town on the US dollar Japanese yen is we could be looking for 120. I think that's pretty aggressive, but by the same token, it doesn't really seem too far-fetched when you look at where the yen has been in the past. So it's look, the currency wars are on, and I think we could definitely see that. So if you're looking for a very long-term position, I mean, you could just buy the dollar yen at this position and have it with a pretty wide stop and just let it run on. But you've got to remember that basically the Japanese central bank, anything under sort of 115 is really not working for them. They need it to be above that level for their sort of destruction of the yen to be effective. So yeah, that's all good. There is a couple of fundamental things on the yen also, with the obviously some rumours of Japan calling for an election. That's not really a rumour, but the rumour around the delay in sales tax increasing. So that's definitely something to watch over the coming day, and also the GDP figure coming out on Monday is definitely a big one for Japan. So just keep your eye on this. It may pull back throughout the course of today, and we may get an opportunity to get long again, which would be really nice. But markets are moving. It's bloody up 75 points in the last couple of hours, so it's probably overdone for today. CAD yen, probably not interested in. It's a pair I was looking at with a student last night, and he took a trade on it. I wasn't, not a big fan of it, so we're just going to leave that alone. As far as the US dollar continuing strength, if we go back to the daily chart, I think we get significant upside here. If you look at, you've got one leg here, potentially you've got another, we could be all the way up to, 113, or 12,000 before we actually see an A, B, C, D, or an A, B, C sort of leg. So from my point of view, it's all about US dollar strength at the moment, which is reflected in my my current trade setup. So I hope that all makes sense, guys. A bit of a longer video today, but I've had a lot of people asking me for my thoughts, and happy to provide them in this format where it's obviously free, and you guys don't have to pay and sort of come into the inner circle and do all that sort of stuff. So hope that all makes sense. If you've got any questions, give me a call, or basically shoot me an email, text, whatever, or you can find us on Twitter at fatbtrader.com. Cheers, guys. Till next time, hope everything makes sense, and trade well.